Hello and welcome back to Speak Up. I'm Ryan, and today's topic is one many of us face. I can understand English, but I can't speak it. Have you ever watched an English film and understood every line, only to freeze when someone asks, "How are you?" That happened to me last semester during a group presentation. I knew exactly what to say in my head, but when the spotlight hit me, my mind went blank and I managed only a muted, "I'm good?" If you've ever felt that pause, you're in the right place. Stick around because later we'll share one tiny daily habit that turns your understanding into confident speaking.
Hello, I'm Priya. English has become the go-to language for business, travel, and online learning. In today's episode, we'll break down how improving your speaking skills can lead to promotions, scholarships, and even new friendships. You'll learn practical strategies you can use right away like shadowing, role plays, and language apps. We'll point out common traps that slow learners down and show you how to avoid them. And remember, later I'll share the one habit that transformed so many learners' journeys. By the end of our talk, you'll have a clear action plan to start today and see real.
Okay, Priya, let's first understand the power of English fluency in today's world. When we talk about English fluency, we mean more than just knowing a few phrases. It's the ability to think in English, to express your ideas smoothly, and to connect with others without pausing to translate in your head. That's very different from basic conversation, where you might know greetings or simple questions, but hesitate as you search for words. Fluency feels like having a key that fits every door. Once you turn it, the path forward becomes clear.
Absolutely, Ryan. Fluency gives you confidence. Your voice carries strength. It's like moving from walking slowly on a crowded street to gliding through it. And here's something powerful. Over 1.5 billion people speak English worldwide. That's almost 1 in every 5 people on the planet. Plus, English is an official language in 55 countries, meaning government, education, and media all run on it. Those numbers aren't just stats. They show you belong to a massive global community when you speak fluently.
Those figures really bring it home, don't they? Think about it. When you're fluent, you're not limited by borders or accents. You can watch any movie without subtitles, read cutting-edge research as soon as it's published, and join conversations with people from London to Lahore without second-guessing yourself. That sense of freedom, being able to share your story and hear theirs, is the true power of fluency. It's more than words. It's a bridge.
Yes, Ryan. Fluency turns "I wish I could" into "I can." It lights a spark of belief. If someone halfway across the world understands you, you realize how much you're capable of. That spark grows into opportunities, friendships, career moves, adventures you never imagined. And because English connects so many hearts and minds, each word you speak fluently strengthens your place in this.
Great, Priya. We've seen the power of fluency, and now let's shift to accelerating your career and boosting income. When you improve your English speaking skills, you suddenly qualify for job opportunities at multinational firms, tech startups, and global service centers. Employers value clear communication above all. Imagine walking into an interview and confidently answering questions without stumbling. That confidence alone sets you apart. English isn't just another skill on your resume. It's
Exactly, Ryan. Let me share a quick example. Aisha worked as a customer service rep in Karachi. She spoke passable English but lacked fluency. After 6 months of daily practice, role plays, shadowing, and speaking clubs, her manager noticed her clarity and professionalism. Soon, she was handling high-value clients directly. Within a year, Aisha doubled her salary thanks to her improved communication. That's the power of English for.
That's such a motivating story. And it's not unique. Across India and Bangladesh, professionals are seeing similar salary increases once they nail spoken English. It can mean moving from a local firm to a branch of an international company or from an entry-level role into management. You start earning in dollars or pounds instead of rupees or takas. Suddenly, even remote work roles pay much more. Every time you improve your accent, your vocabulary, or your confidence, you're...
Plus, fluent English isn't only for white-collar jobs. Healthcare workers, hotel staff, and even factory supervisors are using English to climb the ladder. It's about standing out. When you phrase your ideas clearly, you're seen as reliable and leadership material. That perception translates into raises and promotions. And because English is the language of global business, your network...
So, if you've been wondering how to get that next promotion or salary bump, start by targeting the skills that matter. Clear pronunciation, active vocabulary, and confident delivery. Practice speaking about your work, record yourself, get feedback from friends or online partners. Use keywords like business English in your searches to find the right courses. With each new phrase...
Exactly. Every small step counts. Keep a journal of new expressions, set weekly speaking goals, and celebrate when you nail a tough phrase. And here's a teaser for you. There's one field where English pays off in ways you wouldn't expect. Think beyond corporate offices and customer service. Stay with us to discover that surprising sector where your English skills can truly shine.
Now let's shift gears to turning passive learning into active speaking. Many of us just listen to podcasts or watch endless videos and feel like we're improving. But without speaking, your fluency stays stuck. It's like sitting in a gym but never lifting a weight. You soak up the language passively, but your speaking muscle remains unused. To break that cycle, we need to add drills that force you to speak, not just listen.
Right, Ryan. The first drill is shadowing. Play a short clip, a sentence or two, then immediately repeat it aloud, copying the speaker's tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on matching the flow. If you're driving or cooking, just hit pause and echo what you heard. This simple act trains your brain and mouth to work together, building muscle memory for natural speech.
The second drill is pause and speak. While you watch a video or listen to audio, stop every 10 seconds and pretend you're the presenter. Speak the last line yourself. This role-play trick pushes you to form sentences on demand, bridging the gap between hearing and speaking. It feels challenging at first, but it's the fastest way to train your brain to speak in real time.
To make real progress, commit to 10 minutes of active drills every day. Set a timer, no excuses. You can do shadowing and pause and speak back to back. Even on busy days, 10 focused minutes will stretch your speaking muscles more than hours of passive listening. Consistency is key. Small daily efforts add up to big improvements.
That's a great point, Priya. I always say, if you want to learn something new, English gives you more doors to knock on. And if you're preparing for IELTS or TOEFL, don't wait till the last month. Start early. Practice short daily talks, record yourself, join online speaking clubs. You don't need to sound perfect. You just need to be clear, confident, and consistent.
Exactly. Turning passive habits into active practice is the foundation of speaking fluently. Keep shadowing, keep pausing to speak, and don't skip your 10-minute daily workout. Over time, you'll build muscle memory and your spoken English will finally match your strong understanding. You've got this, one drill at a time.
Now let's focus on pronunciation and chunking phrases, two game changers for clear English. First, high-impact sounds. These are sounds that, when mixed up, can totally change your meaning. Think about ship versus sheep. One small vowel shift, and suddenly you're talking about an animal farm instead of a boat. Early on, I once asked for directions to a ship station instead of the cheap one. People laughed, and I felt so embarrassed. Focusing on these tricky sounds first can save you from everyday mix-ups.
Exactly. Spend time listening for those high-impact sounds in words you use often. Record yourself saying pairs like bat and bet, or full and fool. Play it back and listen carefully. Those micro differences make your speech more understandable. When I practiced this way, friends suddenly understood me on the first try, and I felt so proud. No more. Can you repeat that, please?
And you know, confidence doesn't grow overnight, but small steps add up. You don't have to speak perfectly. You just need to keep speaking. Start by talking to yourself in front of a mirror or recording short clips on your phone. Listen to your voice, correct yourself gently, and try again. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how you grow. The more you use English in your daily routine, the less scared you'll feel.
Chunking also helps your rhythm and stress patterns. When you practice "I'd like to" as a single chunk, you'll automatically place the right emphasis on like, making your speech smoother. I remember when I first tried chunking, I felt like a robot. Then, after a few days, my friends said I sounded more natural. That little win boosted my confidence instantly.
To tie it all together, use a daily drill. Pick one phrase or sound each day and practice it 20 times in front of a mirror or in a voice note. Say, "How are you doing?" 20 times, focusing on smooth delivery. Or record yourself pronouncing ship and sheep 20 times each. This repetition builds muscle memory, your mouth learns the movements, and your brain locks in the correct sound.
And one last thing. Surround yourself with English. Change your phone language, think in English while doing tasks, describe your day out loud. These little habits build muscle memory for your brain. Soon, English won't feel like a second language. It'll just feel like your language. And that's when confidence really starts to show, not just in words.
Let's dive into something that makes a big difference. Speak-focused vocabulary. Now, a lot of learners know many words, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why? Because they've learned words they never actually use in real life. What really helps is focusing on functional phrases, things we say every day, like greetings, requests, or opinions. For example, phrases like, "Could you help me?" or "In my opinion." These are simple, powerful, and real.
Yes, and it's amazing how many people want to make friends online to practice English. It's not just students. There are professionals, artists, developers, and teachers from around the world looking to connect. I remember joining a small English group on Telegram. Within a few weeks, I had spoken with people from Brazil, Turkey, and Malaysia. We helped each other improve, and along the way, we started exchanging ideas.
Here's a simple trick. Keep a small phrase notebook. Every day, write down 5 new phrases you could actually use in a conversation. Don't just collect fancy words. Write things like, "What do you think?" or "Can I ask you something?" Then say them out loud. This daily habit helps you build a toolbox of useful expressions, one you can actually use during real English speaking practice.
And you don't have to wait until you're fluent. Start small. Write comments on English YouTube videos, reply in English on online groups, or join free meetups on Zoom. There are apps and websites that connect people just for speaking practice. You get to practice English, meet new people, and slowly build the confidence to share your thoughts. Over time, those tiny conversations...
I really like what you said about starting small. People often think networking has to be formal, but in reality, it's just about being open to conversations. Whether you're commenting in a group chat or helping someone with their project, every interaction helps you build a global presence. And what's beautiful is that the more you...
Exactly. And with time, you begin to realize that you're not just learning a language, you're building a life with new friendships, shared goals, and global thinking. English becomes your tool to grow, not just professionally, but personally too. And when you connect with people from different cultures, it changes how you see the world and yourself.
Let's talk about something super practical, embedding English into your daily life. This is where real progress happens. You don't need a fancy setup or hours of free time. Just start with self-talk. When you're alone, narrate what you're doing, like, say out loud, "Now I'm making tea," or "I need to wash these dishes." It might feel silly at first, but it actually trains your brain to think in English. That's how fluency starts, by using simple, everyday language in real time.
That's true, Ryan. And you know what's powerful? People from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they're already doing this. Some are writing content, some are offering English tutoring, and others are just reviewing apps or reading scripts for voice gigs. It all starts with a strong profile. If your bio is clear, your language is polite, and your samples are good, people will notice you. Add a few client testimonials, and your chances increase.
Exactly. A well-written message can be the difference between getting hired or ignored. That's why practicing English for freelancing is so useful. Think of your Upwork profile as your shop. If your writing is neat, your intro video is friendly, and your samples show skill, even simple ones, you're good to go. I've seen people start with small jobs like proofreading or writing product descriptions, and
And let's talk numbers for a second. On these platforms, Top English tutors charge between $15 to $50 per hour. Even beginners with clear speaking skills can start around $5 to $10 per session and grow with reviews. It's the same with content writers and voiceover artists. You don't need to be perfect, just clear, reliable, and professional. The key is
And there's one more thing. English gives you flexibility. Whether you're a student, a stay-at-home parent, or someone working a day job, you can take on projects in your free time. That's why so many people call it a digital hustle. Even an hour a day can lead to side income. Over time, that...
Yes, and I'll just say this. If you're someone who's already learning English, don't wait to be perfect. Start offering your skills in small ways. Write a sample blog, record a simple audio reading, offer free sessions for practice, and get feedback. Every small step...
Finally, let's talk about something that really keeps your English moving forward. A solid daily routine. You don't need hours. Even 10 minutes of shadowing, where you listen to English and repeat it aloud, can improve your accent and fluency. Then maybe 5 minutes of journaling in English, just writing about your day. It's simple, quiet practice, but over time, it builds confidence. That's how...
Yes, and today, we have so many free tools. Apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, or even just following a YouTube English lesson each day can help a lot. You can learn pronunciation, practice vocabulary, and even talk with real people. But the most important thing? Make a habit. Attach English to something you already do, like while drinking tea, walking, or before bed. That's how you turn learning into a lifestyle.
And let's not forget about setting real targets, not vague ones like, I want to be fluent someday, but SMART goals. That means goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. For example, by June 1st, I will be able to hold a 5-minute conversation in English without pausing. That's a goal you can track and...
I love that example. SMART goals help you stay focused, especially on hard days. You might feel tired or stuck, but when you have a clear target, even small progress feels meaningful. And when you hit that goal, whether it's writing your first email or speaking on a call, you realize just how far you've come. English isn't just a subject, it becomes your strength, your voice.
Exactly. And if you're listening today, just know this. You're already on the path. The fact that you're here, listening to an English podcast, means you're growing. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay consistent. And if I could suggest one thing that helps every learner, it's surrounding yourself with English every day, like this podcast, like YouTube.
That's such a great point to end on. Just keep showing up. One word, one sentence, one lesson at a time. Your effort adds up, and it changes your world. Thank you so much for joining us today. We loved having this conversation with you, and we hope it inspired you to speak.
All right, now we promised you something exciting at the start, and here it is. There's one tiny habit that can seriously rewire your brain for speaking English. It only takes 60 seconds a day, and it's something anyone can do, anywhere, anytime. Sounds simple, right? But trust me, this one daily habit can change everything if you stick to it.
Yes, it's called the 60-second speaking burst. Here's how it works. Once a day, just pick a topic. Anything, like your breakfast, your plans, or even how your day went, and speak nonstop in English for 1 minute. You can record it, say it in front of a mirror, or even just talk to your wall. The only rule, don't stop. Don't worry about mistakes, just speak. This builds fluency like magic.
When you do this daily, your brain starts getting used to forming full sentences quickly. You stop overthinking, and your speaking becomes more natural. It's a powerful trick that's simple and effective. And over time, that 1 minute becomes 2, then 5, and suddenly you're speaking English without even trying too hard. It's a small habit with a big reward.
I still use this habit, and it helps me stay sharp. The best part? You don't need a teacher, a class, or even a partner. Just your voice and 1 minute. So before you sleep tonight, or while brushing your teeth, try your first 60-second burst. Talk about your day, your thoughts, anything. You'll be surprised how fast it builds confidence.
So that's it, your game changer. If you only take one thing from this podcast, let it be this. Speak, even if it's just for 1 minute a day. Keep showing up. Keep practicing out loud. That's how understanding turns into speaking.
And remember, we're here to keep you motivated. Every small effort you make brings you closer to fluency. Don't stop. Try that 1 minute habit today and tell us how it felt. That's all for today. Remember, just 1 minute of speaking daily can change everything. Keep it simple, keep it consistent, and you'll see the results. See you next time on Speak Up.